So let's start with computational thinking for week 5. So our first question is, in the scores table, let S be the list of sequence numbers of rows which have marks greater than 75 at least in one subject. So S is the list in which students have marks greater than 75 at least in one subject. Okay. Then we have to tell what does the variable count represent at the end of execution of the pseudocode given below. So the pseudocode starts with initialization of a integer count is equals to 0. So we have a loop, while loop here, and we read the first row x for each c in S if the sequence is equals to c. So basically we are taking a card whose sequence is c. So definitely this condition will satisfy. And then if mathematics marks is less than 75 and physics marks is also less than 75, also you have to observe its end, so both the conditions should be satisfied, then the count is incremented. So basically maths marks is less than 75 and physics marks is less than 75, and as we were told earlier, the list is of students who have marks at least in one subject which are greater than 75. So definitely chemistry is greater than 75. So we are going to count the students which have the following details, right? So let's see the options. Number of students who have scored less than 75 in both physics and chemistry. Number of students who have scored more than 75 in chemistry. Number of students who have scored less than 75 in both mathematics and physics but more than 75 in chemistry. So C is the most appropriate answer. It has all the details as we have analyzed from the pseudocode, right? So the answer for the first question is going to be C. So our question number 2 is, if the following pseudocode is executed on the words table, assume that the row in table 1 are sorted. Okay, it is already sorted in increasing order of the sequence number. What does list L contain? So let's go through the code. So basically first it has initialized a list named L. Okay, then a variable A which is none. Then we read the first row in table 1, and you should keep in mind that table 1 is sorted, right? So next we assign X part of speech to the variable A. Then we move to table 2. While table 1, now we start a loop. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row X in table 1. If X dot part of speech is equals to noun, if A equals to adjective, and then L equals to L plus X dot word. So basically what we have done, there was this first card with word set, so they have numbers, they are sorted with the sequence number. So this first card is now, the part of speech it has is now stored in A, right? Now in the loop it says, if the next card we have picked up, if it is a noun, okay, and if A is adjective, that means the card just before noun should have been an adjective, and that causes increment in L. Okay, so L is the list of all the adjectives that come immediately before a noun, right? So let's read our options. The list of nouns that come immediately after an adjective. So yeah, this option is correct. It is not a list of adjectives because here you can see X word is added and that word is noun here. The condition is that only. So it is definitely a list of nouns. So second and fourth option are not in the list only. The list of nouns that come immediately before an adjective. So this is wrong because the noun is coming after adjective. So answer for this one is going to be the first option.